Hey guys, VII here, and today I'm going to do the review for these Nike Mercurial Vapor Vapor 7s. Alright, so first off, of course these are Cristiano Ronaldo's favorite cleats, so they're really popular. Everyone likes to buy them. They're pretty expensive. I think they run around stock price around $220. That's US dollars. 220 US dollars. I think they're really popular just because Ronaldo wears them. Other than they are a pretty cool looking cleat, I would admit. They are fairly fashionable. Alright, so start off with the leather, I guess, the upper. You have Itasian microfiber or Itasian synthetic leather. That's what they call it. And it's a really good touch, I think. That when you first get them, they're really not comfortable at all, to be honest. They're pretty uncomfortable. And so it's going to give you a pretty bad first judgment, I think. And these aren't my cleats, these are actually my brother's cleats. So I'm going to tell it from his perspective. I did help him break them in a little bit, but so yeah, well, like I said, right out of the box, they're horrible. Maybe some of the worst cleats I've ever tried on. But you put in an hour or 2 hours of just kicking a ball around, maybe shooting here and there, passing, stuff like that, and they become really comfortable. And something else that I wasn't expecting from the Mercurial line was, especially the Vapors, is that they're actually quite wide. Now my brother, he's got a huge foot. It's ridiculous. It's really wide compared to mine and compared to most others. I think his best shoe is like a laser, a Nike laser, which are really wide. And these fit fine for him. I mean, they expanded to what he needed to. They didn't stretch like a leather would, but they stretched out on the sides. They pushed down, and they molded right into the shape of his foot. He did have some troubles with the upper separating from the sole. I don't know if you can see it here, but on the camera, he's got a big old gash right here on the instep of his right foot. Now he's right-footed. It's probably from scraping the ground too much, a little bit like this when you're coming in for a shot. But so it's not the most durable upper, but it's got a really good touch. And yeah, so I guess we'll move on. The lacing system, as you can see, is straight down the middle of the cleat. There's no it's not going off to any of the sides. So it's a pretty straightforward lacing system, I guess, if you will. I guess the comfort's really great. I think I've talked about this already, but it's got a synthetic sock liner, so it's really comfortable. You have your Mercurial Vapor insole here, which is made out of the Poron. Most of the Nike top-of-the-line cleats have the Poron in them, which is I don't know if it's much of a difference, but actually I take that back. This is not Poron. This is just some material. I lied. Sorry. But it's a standard issued insole, so there's nothing special about it. Nothing bad about it either, so I would say it's pretty normal. The tongue, it's pretty thin, nothing special. Now stud pattern, you get your Vapor stud pattern. Your your 4 long ones in the back, and your smaller ones up in the top. And you also have these little, they're supposed to be like track spike sort of things to get your acceleration faster, which is another gimmick that Nike likes to try to get their shoes to sell with. As you can see, it's a pretty cool design. It's a good looking shoe. It's pretty stylish, I think. More for the flashy players, you know, they like doing step overs and tricks and stuff like that. But of course, it's all up to you, whatever you would like. And it's also got the glass composite sole plate, which it allows for a good amount of flexibility in the front, but then in the midfoot region, it's pretty stiff. So if you know, it's good for shot power or anything like that. Another thing, Ronaldo has a ridiculous amount of shot power, which I'm not saying is due to his shoes. Obviously, his legs are ridiculously big, but these do offer a good amount of support and everything like that. Now, like I said, they're a little wider, so it's up to you. I think the room in the front is just about perfect, so I would probably order your regular size. I wear a 9.5. My brother wears a 9.5. These are a 9.5. So I would recommend your regular sizing. Nothing special there. And my only complaints for the shoe really is just the durability, which I would say is pretty poor actually. For a $220 cleat, you're not getting the 6-month period of time that you want your shoes to really last. And granted, we do play on turf, that might have something to do with it, but yeah, like I said, overall a really good cleat, I would say. Good traction, good touch. It's comfortable, of course, after you break them in. And so Nike hits it home with this one. Alright, thanks guys. Comment, subscribe.